If you're looking for amazing Wagyu beef, look no further than Miraflora. They're raising high quality Wagyu beef right here in the United States in Colorado. Today, we're going to cook this amazing Wagyu tri-tip brisket style. If you believe that, you're not subscribed yet. Hurry up, hit that subscribe button. We're going to cook this perfectly medium rare. What we will be doing brisket style though is we're going to hit with this Fire Smoke brisket seasoning. This stuff is amazing on just about any kind of beef or anything else. Also going to use a little bit of this shiitake rub from the Fire Smoke BBQ Company. We're going to be firing up the SnS Kettle today with some Jealous Devil charcoal. We're going to reverse sear this Wagyu tri-tip to absolute perfection. Come on, don't miss this video. Before we light the grill, let's go ahead and get this Wagyu tri-tip out of the package and seasoned up. Give that seasoning a little bit of time to soak in. Oh my God, would you look at this? This is absolutely incredible. This fat is just melting in my fingertips. Wow, I can't wait to try this. I can tell you right now, smelling this meat, they're dry aging this or giving this a little bit more age than your grocery store meat. It does have that amazing, nice umami smell that you'd expect from a high quality piece of meat. Just hit it with some of that 6 corners brisket rub. Now we're gonna go with a light coat of this shiitake. This is made out of shiitake mushrooms. I didn't like mushrooms, but I love this rub. Pat that in, I'll flip this over, repeat the process on the other side. Just that simple. Let's get the grill going. Going with these Jealous Devil Max Briquettes, because around here we burn nothing but the best. These briquettes are all natural and 2.5 times the size of your ordinary briquettes. Ditch that cheap charcoal and buy this instead. Going in with that grill gun to get it going. Believe it or not, that's not flavor on those grates. That's gross. That's better. All right, we're gonna get this beautiful Wagyu tri-tip on the grill, going indirect. Put it this way to start with. I'm not putting any smoke wood on this. I want to enjoy the amazing flavor of this beef. If you want to add a little bit of smoke wood, you go right ahead, but we're not going to this time. Gonna keep the vents open for a while. We're gonna shoot for around 300 degrees, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'll let you know what we do. While this tri-tip cooks, let's go ahead and make some chimichurri. I got a trick up my sleeve with this chimichurri though. This is not gonna be your ordinary chimichurri. I'm gonna start off with some fresh parsley. If you've got some cilantro though, go ahead and include that too in the mix. That's gonna be delicious as well. Next, we're gonna chop 1 clove of garlic. When it comes to barbecue or any kind of cooking I do, I don't really have any exact recipes. We're just winging this. If you don't like how it tastes, just go ahead and adjust the seasoning to your liking. Then we're gonna go in with some of this Redmond's real salt. This is the only salt I use around here. This comes from ancient mines, free of all modern contamination. If you want to get some of this, make sure you use my discount code RustyLamb. It's gonna save a little bit of money and help support me at the same time. In fact, make sure you check out those links down below while I chop this up, because I got lots of products I got discount codes for, and I do make a small commission, and I truly appreciate everybody's support. It goes a long ways. But just take your knife and just mash this up, turn this into a nice paste, and we'll put it in there. Just like that, that's what we're going for. I said I had a trick up my sleeve, and right here is my trick. We got some pickled jalapenos I made myself. Would have liked to have made a video on this, but I just never quite got that far. So we're gonna take a few of those. We're gonna chop these right up. The acidity from this is gonna go really well. In fact, I'm gonna add just a touch of that brine into this chimichurri along with some red wine vinegar. Just chop them up really small. This way you don't get any hot pockets in there. You want it nice and evenly spiced throughout. Normally, I'd go with some fresh chopped shallot or onion, but I didn't realize I was out. So instead, we're gonna use a little bit of this dried minced onion. This will be just fine to get a little bit of time to rehydrate in there. Of course, you wanna go with some fresh cracked coarse pepper. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this Redmond's real salt in. Some high quality olive oil. Make sure you're getting it from a reputable source. I like this Cobram Estates. a splash of red wine vinegar, a little bit of this pickle brine. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and mix this up. We'll give it a try. Oh, wow. That is just perfect. What a unique chimichurri. Definitely some cilantro, though, would set this right over the edge. All right, my grill back here, setting at like 275. I'm going to close the top vent halfway and the bottom vent, I'm going to leave 3/4 open. About 25 minutes into this cook. We're sitting at about 80 degrees right now. We're going to go ahead and rotate this tri-tip. I'm pretty good. Just want to make sure everything cooks evenly, that's all. We'll check back. I'm going to keep mine pretty rare. I think I'm going to pull this around 108, rest it, and then we'll sear it. If you want yours more medium rare, I'd say let it go to about 115, 120. It's up to you. When it comes to any kind of barbecue thermometer that stays in the meat, I've got one rule. Always want to double check it at least one time with an instant read. So right now my probe's reading 99. Here you can see we're at 81, but this is a funny shaped piece of meat, so that's pretty close to 99. Let's check it back here one more time. 105, yeah, so I think we're going to pull this around 108 on that probe. We should be just fine. Just a few more minutes. I mean, look at that. We're already getting some incredible color on that. This Wagyu tri-tip is sitting right at 108 degrees. I'll let this rest. Let those coals heat up a little bit, and then we're going to give it a quick sear. While this Wagyu tri-tip rests, I want to show you this new pan I got. This here is a Kobach. This is a heavy stainless steel 10-inch pan. And inside here, we've got nonstick coating, which is super durable and free of some of those terrible chemicals like those inexpensive nonstick pans have. We're going to test this out today. I figured what better way to test this out than to toast up some cheese. We're going to make some cheese shelled tacos out of this Wagyu tri-tip because if you know me, you know I like to keep things as close to carnivore as possible. So we're going to test this out. I do have a link and a discount code. I'll leave it down there. If this pan works out good and you want to get one for yourself, give it a try. It is heavy. I'm telling you right now, this is not a lightweight pan. Just looking at a few of the features, you can see this textured inside. Also, got a little air gap here in the handle. This will help keep the handle from getting too hot. So by the way, this took about 1 hour indirect. This is only going to take a couple minutes direct to get that nice sear on there. We do not want to burn this meat. Just finish that crust off. The secret to this is going to be keep it moving. Looking just about perfect on this side now. Just a few more minutes on this bottom side with this Jealous Devil charcoal, and this tri-tip's going to be good to go. Got this Kobach skillet here over medium heat, no oil. Going to go in with a slice of provolone cheese and see if we can turn this into a taco. Here it's sizzling. Put it on there for about a minute, just a little bit longer. You got to let that bottom set up before you try to move it. For the moment of truth, will this come off the pan without sticking? Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Now to turn it into a taco, the next trick. Quick toast on that side, and it's going to be good to go. Remember, no oil in this pan. This Kobach nonstick pan is really impressive. You definitely got to get one of these. Check out that link down below. Make sure you use my discount code RustyLamb. You'll save some money. All right, that there's perfect. So all we're going to do is pick it up. Let it cool over this fork for just a minute or two. It's cold out here. This will set up pretty fast. I actually went ahead and used the lid to go ahead and hold that. That works out just perfect. Sometimes you got to be creative. Just a quick reminder on these tri-tips. Make sure you're cutting it against the grain. Kind of turns a little bit here, so you want to go ahead and take a slice right here where that starts to change. Let's see how we did. Oh my God, absolute perfection. All right, let's go ahead and slice it up. I like to save this part for leftovers, so let's go ahead and slice this part of the tri-tip first. See how we did on this part. Oh my God. I mean, just look at that. Look at all the juice in there and the fat. Let's see how tender this is. Oh, this just falls right apart. All right, since we're building a taco, we're gonna go ahead and chop this up quick. All right, let's load this taco up. Got this awesome cheese shell we made. Come on, pile that meat in there. Don't be stingy. Next, plenty of this chimichurri. Another scoop. All right. Taste test. Let's go. All right, we got to try this taco. Mmm. Oh my God. Wow. I've eaten a few different kinds of Wagyu beef before, but this is my favorite so far. The flavor on this is so rich. Sometimes it's just overly fatty. You don't have a lot of that rich beefy flavor, but this has hit the perfect balance. You've got to give this Miraflora Wagyu beef a try. I'll leave a link down below. Remember, use my discount code RustyLamb, and you're going to save yourself some money. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Head over to my Instagram page. Follow me there as well, at RustyBBQLamb. Remember, check out all those links down below. I really appreciate it. If there's something you're going to buy anyways, use one of my links. I'll make a small commission, and you'll probably get a discount too. Thanks again. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see me cook next.